Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today is the patch day for the second week of the Final Fantasy VI crossover, and lo and behold, we have a new character joining the draws. Now, it's not in the exact order that I thought it was going to go, but that being said, I'm going to get into all of the notices regarding the patch today, everything that dropped into the game, and just kind of giving you guys my overall thoughts on everything. Alright, so I'm going to jump into the notices right here. I did not make a video on Monday just because the only update that we really had was the campaign schedule, the new season pass, and the update to the Final Fantasy VI crossover Cackling Court Mage Kefka update. So that being said, however, we do have the Day of 7 gift coming in hot right here, which is super nice. I think that's basically all going to be that. Man, I really love that they have done that every month. There's 1,000 crystals every month on the 7th. Super cool. Now, the next big notice is the return of dungeon rankings, guys. It has been a long time since we had an actual dungeon ranking, so much so to the point that I think that a lot of new players, I've had people saying comments that are like, I joined when only battle rankings have been out. What even is a dungeon ranking, right? Dungeon ranking is essentially a crisis dungeon in which there is a global ranking, and so this one is going to be Coral Prison. Coral Prison as a crisis dungeon was not the easiest when it dropped, so we're just going to have to see how it is. We know that they've made some changes to the dungeon ranking. Essentially, you know, for one thing, I think the maps are going to be the same, because if you get a chest on map 1, it'll count on the very hard map, from what I've read. But we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's see here. As of November 6, 6 p.m., the event dungeon ranking Coral Prison has begun. Alright, so that's going to be pretty cool. In this event, certain aspects of past dungeon rankings have been renewed. If the app crashes or becomes unstable while playing this event, please try low mode in the graphics settings. This is important because the original dungeon rankings had this weird glitch where it would just like blank out and then shut you out of the game, and then you'd have to redo the dungeon ranking. My guess is that's why they've added like kind of save points in these dungeon rankings. I believe that was in a notice that I did in a previous video. So I'm guessing that's to save us from when the game like glitches out. Right, let's see. They have added increased movement speeds in dungeons, which you can change in the dungeon settings right here. Renewal point number 2, change to high score format, essentially meaning that the score is no longer cumulative between the hard, normal, and very hard dungeons. Now it will just take your highest score from whichever one you did the best on. Alright, and here it is, the addition of a save feature, renewal point number 3. So hopefully this will help, you know, a lot of us out there from not having to redo the entire dungeon if the game crashes, right? Modification of chests. Once a rare chest has been opened, it will be considered opened on other difficulty levels as well, allowing you to collect items from all difficulty levels by only opening once. This is great for characters, you know, that are newer to the game. It's hard for them to get through the very hard dungeons, and so they could just get all the regular chests on the easiest map. I think that's great. In this event, you can obtain rewards for your high score, get luxurious rewards such as up to blue crystal times 3,000 as a high score reward. Alright, conquest information. Now I remember the last Coral Prison was ice focused. This one is going to be water focused. Water element is effective. Make full use of trance abilities. Take the advantage by using the recommended element. Alright. In this event, the accelerated mode function cannot be used. Yeah, that's normal. Alright, so let's jump back up. Here is probably the biggest thing of the day, though to be honest, the dungeon ranking is personally my favorite notice of the day. Here is Sephiroth's new crossover draw. And as many of us guessed, it is a water DPS weapon magic based. Alright, so as of November 6th, the Final Fantasy VI crossover draw Sephiroth is on now. On top of that, the crossover limited Sephiroth weapon is 1.5 times draw rate of the new weapon feature draw held before September 5th PDT. Also in this draw, an ultimate weapon that can be equipped by Aerith will be featured. Alright, cool, so let's take a look at this. Here we have Edgar's Coiled Blade. Command ability, 4 ATB cost. It is water magic damage. Royal Shock is the name of this ability. And it will inflict up to 940% magic water damage upon a single enemy. plus increases damage by 1.2 times when the enemy is in a debuffed state. Alright, so here we have Edgar's Attire, which honestly, guys, looks freaking awesome. He looks super cool. The first R ability is Physical and Magic Ward, which boosts his physical and magic defense, along with giving him a Water Blade Arcanum, which boosts water ability damage. So definitely looking really good. New gear may reappear in the future. That's cool to see. The ultimate weapon is the Princess Guard. Ultimate command ability, 2 uses, Jubilation, restores all HP for 30% of their respective maximum HP, plus all allies' ATB gauge increased by +3. I would love to get this weapon, although I keep on finding reasons not to pull on this crossover right now. Alright, so that being said, let's get back. I think we have one more notice right here. It is the one loop only Final Fantasy VI crossover step-up draw. That's a very long name. It is possible to draw up to 1 loop in this step-up draw. Draw for free at step 1. As you guys know, these are not really my favorite. These aren't my favorite draws right here. We'll go over and we will take a look at it right here. Okay, so here it is, and I'm guessing like Aerith's, the Shock Royal. I don't remember what this was called. Where are the odds? Let's see. The Edgar's Coiled Blade. Alright, so here's the odds. So let's go down to Sephiroth. I'm guessing he's going to be here since Aerith did happen. She did turn out to be on hers, even though I didn't see her. Alright, so I'm gonna look closer this time, just so that I don't miss it. There it is, Edgar's Coiled Blade, but it does have the exact same pull rate as all 200 plus other weapons in the game. So for me, these are easy to skip, except for the first pull, which is free. So let's see, we're gonna do the first pull right here, and we'll see if we get some luck right now. But to be honest, guys, I can't really recommend these type of banners for anything other than players that are really willing to spend a decent amount of money on the game. I think it's just always better to just pull on the banner itself. Alright, so let's see. We did not get anything right here, which is fine with me. I'm not going to be doing any more draws like that on that one right there. I believe I already did mine right there. Now I want to just take a quick look at this costume and weapon. Honestly, guys, this is a really sick costume. I like it a lot. The blade itself kind of reminds me of like a Dynasty Warriors weapon. I don't know if any of you guys have played that game. It's an older game. It's pretty fun. I can't remember who uses it, but there is a character that uses a sword like this, which is more like a baton almost, which is pretty interesting. But as for the actual costume itself, ooh, I like his little ponytail right there with the little tassels hanging off. He does look pretty sick, guys. I mean, let's be real. He looks freaking cool. If I could pull for this like aesthetically, I totally would. But I think for me, like I have Tifa's Water Arcanum, and I've literally never used it since like the moment it dropped. Every single content we've had for water has been basically physical. So I'm not about to pull for a new magic water weapon when I barely used the other one that I had, especially now that I have the feathered gloves like almost at OB10. I have the bunny gloves at OB10. I have the Arcanum, but this itself just looks absolutely awesome. It looks super cool. I like his cloak and honestly everything about it. It looks freaking awesome. Now, other than that, we have the weapon itself here. So let's go into the actual details and take a quick early look. Alright, so here's the Edgar's Coiled Blade. Base 5-star is going to have 289 magic attack, 520% magic water damage. Also, when debuff is granted to target 1.2 times. I'm going to take a look at this at OB6. Magic attack 40, water potency 27. We have magic attack boost, and triangle sigil boost right here on the weapon. And then at OB10, we have basically 46 over 39, which is average. We have the 940% magic water damage, which is very good, along with the debuff when granted to target 1.2 times damage. So honestly, a fantastic weapon overall. I'll have to take a closer look when I do my to pull or not to pull video. I just wanted to take a look to see it for what it is currently right now. But honestly, guys, other than that, there's not much going on. I'm going to jump over to the dungeon ranking just to see what it looks like here. Alright, so let's see. It looks like we've already done this. This is going to be the boss, or one of the bosses here. Armored Scorpion, weakness water, resistance lightning, triangle sigil. For the other info, it is immune to physical attack break, magic attack break, but it is not immune to physical defense down or magical defense down as well, though it will put those up, so we are going to need a break for that. I'm honestly so excited, guys, that dungeon rankings have returned. This is going to be super, super, super fun. If we go to attempt, okay, so there's still 3 different areas. I am liking this more. There's also an EX version. Wow, look at that. Recommended power up to 285,000 on very hard. EX 433,000. Holy frickin' smokes, guys. That is going to be crazy. Now, do all the bosses... Yeah, it looks like the bosses are exactly the same on each setup right here. Symbol, enemy, enemy. It does look like they're going to be basically the exact same map, except for, you know, harder, essentially harder versions of it. The fact that there's 4 different difficulties is actually surprising. I'm really excited to kind of jump in and check this out. What is this? Next score reward to... Oh, no. Okay. I thought that was 10,000 crystals for the next reward, but I think it's at 10,000 points I get the next score reward. So we'll go here to the score rewards. Let's check it out. So we have 500 crystals for the base high score. I'm going to go down here. We have 500 more. That's 1,000. We have some mithril ore. That's great. Okay, 500 more. That's 1,500. It looks like we have our first little icon right there. Some more mithril ore. Still going down. We're at, what is that, 1,800 right now. Mithril ingots, that's 2,100 on the blue crystals. 2,400. 2,700, and lastly, I'm guessing 3,000 right there, or is it still going? So yeah, you can get a total of 3,000 blue crystals, which is pretty good. I can't quite remember what we got from the original ones, but it's probably somewhere like that. And then it does look like there is going to be this ranking, same ranking system as before. This plate looks freaking awesome. That would be cool to get it, so good luck to everyone really like competing for this. And then if you get in the top 150, you'll still be able to get this kind of emerald green high-ranking coral prison plaque, which is pretty dang cool. Alright, so I'm super excited about that, but I think that's going to basically call it for this video, which is a content overview of all the patch updates and everything. For all of you guys that are definitely pulling on Sephiroth, I wish you guys the best of luck out there. For all of you guys that are kind of waiting to see more thoughts, I will be putting out a to pull or not to pull video as soon as possible. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.